à toutes et bonsoir à tous, je suis Maître Sifodias et nous nous retrouvons ce soir une nouvelle fois sur The Concile afin de poursuivre les aventures de Louis de Richet, enfin bon peu importe, vous connaissez maintenant la petite phrase d'intro, vous connaissez la musique et on est reparti pour une session je pense d'une petite heure sur le chapitre 9 de cette troisième partie du jeu. Lors de la partie précédente, nous avions assisté aux 2 premières journées du colloque, au cours de laquelle nous sommes parvenus à convaincre l'ambassadeur espagnol et nous avons également empêché Monsieur de Pérou, révolutionnaire de son état, de se flinguer la gueule. Et je pense que j'ai bien fait. Et Mortimer nous demandait de lui parler, donc allons-y. Je pense qu'il va falloir sauver Pérou de Mortimer maintenant. C'est parti.
Louis, I wanted to thank you personally. I admire what you did to save Monsieur Perou's life. You have given us all a wonderful lesson in courage.
Don't mention it, my lord. You would have done the same. I was just quicker.
Ah, humility is a fine quality, sir.
Where is he now?
In his room. I've sedated him. I don't want him trying to take his life again. Or, worse yet, attacking one of the guests. When in despair, Monsieur Pérou is clearly a dangerous man.
T'es sensible à quoi toi déjà? T'es immunisé à la conviction et à la science. Et à mon avis, t'es également immunisé contre la politique. Par contre, je sais que la psychologie t'y est pas immunisée.
Tell me, my lord, can you think of any reason why he would be so terrified of you?
Terrified? Come now, that's a bit harsh. I think he was simply unable to put things into perspective. I see no reason to fear me. Ask President Washington. I don't believe I'm such a difficult friend.
Having spoken to him, I can assure you that he feared you even more than death itself. Had he disappointed you in any way recently?
Of course, he was on the edge. He was desperate, and it grew noticeable in his work. Our collaboration was probably coming to an end, but I certainly didn't feel the need to threaten him, ever.
But without you, no more support, no more money. It was an end to his social status. If you lost, he lost everything, didn't he?
No, not his life.
Thanks to me, I guess. On that note, my lord, I'll be leaving you. Have we covered everything?
Absolutely. Oh, Louis, one more thing, please.
Ouais.
I wanted to thank you for your support during the conference. You've made the right choice, and it gives me tremendous satisfaction to have you with me on this project.
On va perdre. Ça vaut le coup. Il a un problème, hein, il est bugué, Lord Mortimer. Allez, on va dire que ça va le coup.
What is at stake is worth it, my lord. Now, I won't hide from you the fact that I have no idea by what miracle we could ever get a unanimous vote.
Trust me, Louis. We still have a few more cards to play. You'll see. Anything can happen in politics.
I'll see you later, my lord.
Ouais, il y avait un petit bug d'affichage sur le Lord Mortimer. Hein. En fait, entre... Oula, problème de caméra. Oh, très beau reflet. Enfin, très beau reflet. Entre guillemets, hein, j'entends bien. D'ailleurs, le dit... D'où vient le dit reflet? Ouais. Y a rien dit. L'aliasing est vraiment pourri sur le reflet. C'était la couleur bleutée qui a attiré le regard initialement. Entre deux enregistrements, je devrais vraiment aller voir les solutions pour les coffres qui s'ouvrent avec des mots de passe.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Il y a un C ou pas en première lettre? Attendez, excusez-moi.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Ah non. Je vois pas. Alors oui, je sais qu'on peut me critiquer parce que les derniers épisodes durent 1 heure, voire le dernier a quasiment duré 2 heures presque. Mais c'est plus reposant pour moi. Il faut vous dire que c'est du montage à faire tout ça. Il faut faire la miniature. Bon, elle est pas très dure à faire la miniature. Mais faut faire la miniature, il faut faire l'intro, à chaque fois la modifier. Alors même si je reprends toujours la même intro et j'ai quasi peu de choses à modifier, faut quand même le faire. Et moi ça me saoule, j'aimerais bien profiter un peu du jeu. Donc plutôt que de faire des sessions de 20 minutes, et bien je fais des sessions d'1 heure à 2 heures. Voilà.
I thought you or to someone else. Impossible to tell with you people.
Yes.
Your guess is not sufficient. Tell the others, for crying out loud. Remember to close my window once you've done my room. This isn't Corsica, you know. I'm freezing.
Of course, sir. I'll see to it straight away.
Good. Proceed.
Yes, sir.
Proceed. Je devrais arrêter de chercher des consommables, puisque de toute manière, je sais qu'il y en a plus.
Monsieur Bonaparte.
Louis, once again, bravo for what you did. If it weren't for you, Peru would have blown his brains out. You've got courage. I like this. We just lost the vote for the next conference, and we already had fewer votes than Holm. I must absolutely find a solution.
Pas me faire un ami en faisant ça, mais bon.
Excuse me, sir, but given recent events, I find it somewhat cavalier to return to your political preoccupations so quickly.
Yes, I know. You must find me in...
Officier, ça donne quoi? Would you? Ah d'accord, j'ai tout découvert sur le popo, ok.
But what can I do? We are here to decide upon the fate of our nations, Louis. It is time you realize what is at stake here. I hold nothing against Monsieur Peru personally, but what concerns me most right now is to not lose sight of the objectives of this meeting. In short, we haven't a minute to lose. I'll leave you now.
Just a minute. What did Duchess Hillsborrow propose last night?
Oh, nothing worth worrying about. The pretty little pudding eater found no better tactic than to threaten me. She would have been better off sliding into my bed. At least we wouldn't have wasted part of the night talking for nothing.
Cette mancheuse de pudding. Oh, je vais la ressortir celle-là. Excusez-moi. La ferme gros porc.
Threatened you, you say?
That's what I said. I think I'm going to have to be careful of English troops crisscrossing the Mediterranean for a while. The witch would let loose the wrath of the English crown on my august person. But if she thinks that would scare a Bonaparte, she is mistaken. Now, Louis, time is running short, and as I said, I'm in a hurry. I have to go now. I will see you later.
Alors c'était pas Bonaparte à l'époque, il était corse, c'était Bonaparte. Je vais m'arrêter là parce que je dirais des bêtises. En tout cas, c'était Bonaparte. 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 Ah, on peut rentrer chez Pérou, justement, ce que je vais faire.
Sorry, sir, but you cannot go through. We have very clear instructions from Lord Mortimer. Monsieur Peru must rest.
Ouais. Je pense que c'est un repos éternel. Ça. Ah, Popo. On vient de lui parler, mais bon. Ce qui est bien, c'est qu'on a plein de points d'effort, donc je vais respecter ce que je disais la dernière fois et je vais les consommer.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Autant en profiter, hein, puisque j'ai des points d'effort. Qu'est-ce qui sonne comme ça? D'accord, c'est quoi ça?
A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
Excusez-moi, hein, j'ai les poumons qui sont pris. Toujours beaucoup de valises ici. Bah non, frappons à la porte.
No answer. Nothing. Emily? Emily, are you there? Emily!
Yes. Louis, is that you?
Yes, let me in.
I'm sorry, Louis. I don't feel very well. I'll see you later.
Are you sure everything's all right? Are you still there?
Je peux pas bouger mon perso. Ah, ok. Ouh, j'ai eu peur. Allez, on repart.
Emily?
Emily?
Emily, are you there?
Emily? Emily?
Emily?
Arrêtez de me déranger.
Yes. Louis, is that you?
Yes, let me in.
Je suis en pleine
I'm
I'm
action.
sorry, Louis. I don't feel very well. I'll see you later.
Are you sure everything's all right? Are you still there?
Il y a un temps de latence entre le moment où la réplique s'arrête et où on peut bouger le personnage qui est bizarre. Ouais. Surprenant. Alors attends, ça c'est chez qui ça? C'est chez l'Espagnol ça il me semble.
Monsieur de Richet, I have no time. I was about to join Sir Gregory. Come back later.
I wanted to talk to you a moment and...
I am expected. I'm sorry. We shall talk later.
D'accord. C'est ce qui s'appelle être vivement congédié. Je perds ma voix petit à petit. Donc là c'est chez moi. Pour l'instant on va pas rentrer. Je profite que j'ai des points d'effort pour les consommer, hein, vous comprenez bien. Là on peut toujours pas. C'est impressionnant, hein, la chambre de... La chambre du curto, on n'y sera jamais rentré. D'accord, j'avais pas vu qu'il y avait un élixir d'or ici. Alors par contre, les élixirs d'or qui soignent les altérations négatives, ça, on en a, hein. Ah, on pourra peut-être essayer d'entrer dans la chambre d'Emily par là.
My dear George,
D'accord. Voyons voir, est-ce qu'on peut accéder à la chambre d'Emily de la duchesse par ce biais? La chambre de Popo. La chambre de Pérou, on peut pas y accéder. La chambre de Popo peut-être, mais apparemment les vitres étaient fermées. On essaiera de rentrer dans la chambre de Popo tout à l'heure. Ah, chambre d'Adams on peut pas. Ah mais il est là le curton.
Your Eminence.
Ah, Louis. Well done, my son. You may well have saved our lives. Who knows what that madman was
C'est
capable
vrai qu'il
of?
s'entendait pas très
It was
bien.
a reflex reaction.
And modest as well. Sarah would be proud of you. It's not going to help matters for Mortimer. Now he
On a
has
bien
one
compris que
less
l'objectif du
vote
chapitre 3 c'était le colloque. Hein. T'es sensible à quoi toi? Curton. T'es manipulable et t'es immunisé à l'érudition. Bah, sur l'étiquette.
Ah, I see His Eminence is able to identify a good opportunity in every situation.
Now, what do you expect, Louis? The benefit of age. You'll see. You'll learn with time.
Except if I find it disgusting.
I hope that Monsieur Perro's act will help you reconsider your choice, Louis. Sincerely, see where his support for Lord Mortimer got him.
Méfiez-vous de Godoy. T'es sensible à la politique? Non. On va essayer.
Godoy betrayed you. He has turned his back on you and will follow Mortimer.
What? Are you joking?
You can always join us, Your Eminence. Don't be the butt of the joke. When all your so-called allies have changed sides without warning, you'll be a laughingstock.
I don't know what you are talking about, Louis. Please excuse me, but I am tired. We shall resume our discussion later, perhaps.
As you please, Your Eminence.
Oh là là, mais il y a des bugs concernant les personnages dans ce chapitre-là. Il y a des téléportations qui sont pas les bienvenues. Bon, elle est morte, mais c'est pas grave. D'ailleurs, je me demande où on a mis le corps.
My dear Elizabeth.
Je sais pas si ça valait le coup de lui dire que Godoy les avait trahis. Est-ce que ça va changer quelque chose ou pas? Je commence à avoir des doutes. Chambre de l'allemand, chambre de la... Et on peut pas descendre, on est bloqué.
What do you want from me, de Richet? Get on with it. I'm busy.
As I was passing by your room, I wondered if you'd made any progress with your search for the Al-Azif.
Do you remember our little discussion last time, de Richet?
Indeed, I do.
So, please go straight to hell and stop wasting my time.
What a tragedy about Mr. Perru.
Are you joking? That bonehead had it coming to him.
Interrogation, je pense que ça passera pas avec lui, plutôt psychologie.
You seem to have taken a personal stance. Am I wrong?
Ever since I found out that footprints incriminating him were found next to Elizabeth's body, you can be sure that given the opportunity, I would have put a bullet in his mouth myself.
I wanted to speak to you about the conference.
Listen, you chose your side. You had every possible reason to make the right choice, but you preferred to commit yourself to Mortimer. Good luck, because it's a lost battle. The subject is closed. Anything else?
Si je te reparle de Pérou.
What a tragedy about Mr. Peru.
Are you joking?
Allez, on repart.
That bonehead had it coming to him.
Allons-y, faisons l'interrogation. Comment cela?
How can you say that?
Ever since I found out that footprints incriminating him were found next to Elizabeth's body, you can be sure that given the opportunity, I would have put a bullet in his mouth myself.
Y a rien de
Excuse me, this is the wrong room.
Ah oui, on a juste parlé avec lui de 3 sujets différents. À part ça, on s'est trompé de chambre. Donc il est pas particulier, il est pas insensible à la psychologie ou à l'interrogatoire. Très bien. On va essayer de retourner à la chambre de Popo afin de pénétrer dans la chambre d'Elisabeth. Mais je crois qu'on peut pas. C'est ça ce jeu de toute manière, hein. Des échanges, des discussions et parfois des phases d'exploration. Ah oui, Pérou, ça nous a interdit. C'est Pérou là, ça. Pérou. On peut vraiment pas aller sur le balcon. Ah mais je veux aller sur le balcon, il y a la duchesse. Bon, bah tant pis. Allons, poursuivons le scénario. Je suppose qu'on va retrouver notre maman. Oh.
Next time, I'll listen to my mother. Not a day has gone by without something happening to me. What now?
Louis, open up, please.
Coming, Mr. President, I'm coming.
Louis. Ah, there you are at last.
Yes,
I just saw your mother. She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge her sister. I must act quickly. You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
Ouais, Alors, comment on va faire pour sauver Emily? C'est pour ça qu'elle voulait pas nous ouvrir. Toujours en avance un peu sur le scénario.
I do believe that's Emily's voice. I can't understand what she's saying.
On va s'éloigner. Je suis persuadé qu'il y a moyen d'entrer par effraction en passant par le balcon. C'est ce qu'on va faire. Je ne crois pas à l'approche directe.
Come on, for Christ's sake, Peru. Wake up! De Richet, what do you want?
Oh, great. He doesn't look inclined to let me pass. Get rid of him.
Don't make me repeat myself, de Richet. What are you here for? You wouldn't be in cahoots with Peru by any chance now, would you?
Ah oui, lui, il est toujours sur Elisabeth. C'est bien d'ailleurs, je disais qu'on n'en parlait plus d'elle et ça. Je me disais, on reparle plus du meurtre d'un seul coup. Je me disais, on reparle plus du meurtre, puis là d'un seul coup ça revient sur le tableau, c'est une bonne chose. Ah, t'es vulnérable à la diversion.
What am I doing here? I could ask you the same question. This isn't your room as far as I know.
Don't go trying one-upmanship with me. I have a very good reason to be here.
Puis je pense que si on avait essayé d'ouvrir la porte de la duchesse, ça n'aurait rien donné.
I am persuaded that Mortimer has a secret room somewhere in the manor.
Ah bon? Non,
If
j'en sais
I'm
rien.
here, it's obviously because Perrault must know where it is. But you might even know about it. Do you?
Ouais, essaye le bureau, ça paraît logique, non? Ouais, mais je vais m'en débarrasser si je fais ça. C'est ça. On va essayer de le calmer déjà. Parce que si je l'envoie dans le bureau, j'ai peur qu'il décède. Ah, allez.
Look, if Mortimer really has a secret room, you ought to try in his study, don't you think?
Probably, yes.
Anyhow, that's where I would have built one.
I'll go and see in his study.
Adieu.
But I'm warning you, Richet. If you're taking me for a ride, I'll make you regret
Je
it.
crois qu'on s'est débarrassé de l'allemand. Je crois qu'on s'est débarrassé de l'allemand. Ah merde, c'est chez Pérou que j'ai ouvert. Ah, je pensais que moi j'avais ouvert chez Bonaparte. Ah, quel con.
Dear Monsieur, all right. I've retrieved everything.
Ah, en fait, je suis tombé vraiment, moi je pensais ouvrir le bureau de Bonaparte. Je suis vraiment tombé sur cette cinématique complètement par hasard. Bon, j'espère que ma mère n'a pas de problème, hein, parce que je suis reparti en phase d'exploration. Je me demande aussi pourquoi Washington nous a envoyés là-bas.
He's in a catatonic state. I've seen patients after a major trauma before, but nothing like this. Mortimer has spared no effort to calm him down.
Est-ce que ça sert de l'ausculter? Est-ce que ça va pas m'apporter... Enfin, j'ai peur que l'ausculter ne me donne pas plus d'informations que l'analyser. Lui parler.
Monsieur!
I don't want to.
Monsieur Perru!
No. I won't. No. No, no, touch her. No!
Oh man, I don't know what Mortimer has given him, but he's not looking all there. Let's see what he has on him.
Est-ce que ça vaut le
He's
coup
in a
de...
catatonic state.
Allez, on va l'ausculter, allez.
Pupils totally dilated and unresponsive. Pulse extremely slow and faint. No reaction to any stimuli. It's the first time I've come across something like this. I don't even know how he's able to stay seated.
Bon, ben très bien. Le lycée. Et on peut passer par là. Alors, petite question. J'espère qu'il n'y a pas un timer parce que sinon je l'ai outrepassé outrageusement. Est-ce que la porte maintenant de Popo est ouverte? Tout à l'heure elle était fermée. Ah, la porte de Popo est ouverte. Donc ça veut dire qu'il y avait moyen de louper cette cinématique avec Pérou. En réalité, ce qui est intéressant dans ce jeu, c'est les... Alors, les fins sont prévues à l'avance, mais il existe, j'ai l'impression, d'innombrables chemins pour aller d'un point A à un point B. Et ça, c'est très intéressant. Même si je garde un peu au travers de la gorge le fait que s'allier ou s'opposer à Mortimer. Il n'y avait pas d'autre choix que d'une solution binaire, oui et non. Ça par contre j'ai pas trop apprécié.
It's as if there are several people inside.
Once again, you're the one who's the victim in all this. What are you on about now? I should never have told you what happened to me. That's how it works, and you know it full well.
Bon, attends, avant d'aller plus en avant, on va fouiller les affaires.
We'll end up losing everything.
Ah, je peux plus les fouiller. Oh, je suis vert. C'est quoi ça?
2 coils circle the lock.
C'est cher. C'est cher.
A letter from William Pitt the Younger, addressed to Emily.
Alors je suppose que c'est... Bah oui, forcément c'est la
Prime Minister
maman.
of the United Kingdom. Emily has indeed some powerful backers.
Allons-y.
What on earth is... You... Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk. After everything I've done for you. You are joking, I hope, right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her. I am Emily. Quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart. After everything we've been through together.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You prissy little bitch! How dare you! Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are joking, I hope. I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while you were away. Go on then. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to kill me. Go on then, shoot! After all the trouble I've gone through to find you. Go on. What are you waiting for? Here, Louis, take this.
Wait, what's going...
An entire life for this. Go on, shoot! Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way! I am not Emma! Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Wait,
That's right, Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do these things always happen to me?
Well, Louis, come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Yes, but... I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
On the night of our arrival...
Commençons par la jumelle de derrière.
On the wharf, something happened to me. What happened exactly?
You felt unwell. You had a nosebleed, and I offered you my handkerchief. I told her all that already. It was me who told you.
Right. Let's find something else. Ah, yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the manor.
Ah, ça fonctionne comme ça, merde. Ah, c'est un schéma mathématique, je le connais. Sensible à quoi? Elle est sensible à la psychologie. Elle est vulnérable à la psychologie. Oh, ah non, à l'interrogatoire. immunisés à la logique. Est-ce qu'il y a une distinction dans leur journal? D'accord. Elle partageait les mêmes amants. Oh là là, les pauvres. Après une même séance, il devait être exténué. Elle partageait tout. C'est une interview très appréciée par Charlemagne, l'actuelle reine d'Angleterre. D'accord. Bon, allons, essayons ça. De quoi avons-nous discuté? Elle lui a dit. Qui est resté avec qui? Elle lui a dit. Qui était présent près de la cheminée?
On the night of our arrival, we were warming ourselves in front of the fire. Mortimer welcomed us in a very odd way. What happened?
It won't work, Louis.
Alors, espion. Interrogatoire. Ok. Donc, la personne que j'ai interrogée la fille qui était en face de moi. Et je me suis pris une immunité. Et elle est immunisée à la logique. Donc celle qui est en face de moi, c'est Emily Hillsborrow. Celle qui est en face de moi, c'est celle avec qui je suis depuis le début. D'accord. Et ce que j'ai gagné, c'est... découvrir toutes les immunités et vulnérabilités d'Emily Hillsborrow. Très bien. Donc celle que j'ai en face de moi, c'est Emily Hillsborrow. Celle qui est derrière moi, c'est la doublure. Celle avec laquelle j'ai jamais parlé, Hillsborrow Emma. Très bien.
It wasn't Mortimer who welcomed us. It was Sir Gregory. Sorry, Louis. I already told her.
Very well. Let's try something else. On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll.
Bon. Donc, celle que j'ai en face de moi, c'est la bonne, et celle qui est derrière moi, c'est la mauvaise. Donc les deux réponses qui sont grisées, c'est en fait la première nuit lorsque Washington vient nous voir, il nous dit « Voulez-vous m'aider ?» Et si on dit non et qu'on va plutôt enquêter sur notre vision, alors on se retrouve dans la chambre de la duchesse. Et il y a moyen de la regarder dormir et de lui prendre quelque chose. Je me dirais pas. Où sommes-nous parlé?
Before going to bed, I went for a stroll. Did we speak to each other during that stroll?
You must be mistaken. After going up to bed, I went straight to sleep. But she knows all that, Louis. I already told her. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far like this. I'll have to find something better.
Oh, I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on you.
Oui, je sais, c'est toi
Look
la
at
bonne.
yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
Allez, adresse-toi à celle de derrière. Et elle est sensible à la diversion. Ah non.
found ourselves in Mortimer's secret gallery. What relics did we find?
Property deeds in Mortimer's name dating from very long ago.
Is that all?
You mean all those mythological charms? So there was the so-called Pandora's box that wasn't a box actually. The famous golden fleece that reeked of dead goat. A broken sword that could have belonged to anyone. Is that enough?
Yes, that's enough.
You look captivated. Of course, he bought it. That's enough! I've had enough of this charade. Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well, let's talk about us.
T'es vulnérable à la psychologie normalement.
Last night, you came to visit me, and I can't help wondering why. Why did you come to my room?
Louis, you must be mistaken. I did not go to your room last night, and that's where your little game ends, Emma. Because I never told you about it. So, there you can't answer. What? No! You didn't do that. I didn't want you to be jealous of Louis. Remember how you always used to react whenever you felt you were competing against a man?
Ah!
You dirty...
That's enough. I've had enough of this charade.
Bah voilà, on les a distingués.
That's enough, both of you. Now I know who the real Emily is.
Ben non, Emily, elle est en face de moi, bien sûr qu'elle est en face de moi. Ah, Emma, Emily. Ça, c'est Emma. Et ça, c'est Emily. Je croise les doigts. Et ce que je pense, c'est pourquoi elle... Donc en fait, on a couché avec Emma. C'est vrai que ça me semblait bizarre d'un certain point de vue même pas qu'elle cède à notre avance, puisqu'on l'avait pas draguée et elle s'est offerte à nous. Ça me semblait bizarre comme scène. Emily est face à vous.
It's you, Emily.
No, Louis! She is manipulating you!
Trafic développé, profileur. Interrogateur, coton. Vous avez pensé avoir identifié la vraie Emily, bien sûr.
No, Emma. It's her. I know it. Despite all the trouble you've gone to put one over on me, I know it is her.
That's enough now, Emma. You little slut! Don't think you are going to get away with this so easily. You are going to stop your little game right now. Never! I am Duchess Hillsborrow. No!
Emily?
I am the Duchess.
But...
You don't! Dear God, what have I done? See what you've done. See?
Louis?
Mother!
What on earth is...
Go away! You must go. Everyone is going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess? Is everything all right?
Come on, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
But I...
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Emily.
Madam, I am coming in.
It was bound to end like this, Louis. Let me stay with her. Please, go. I'll cover you.
Alors ensuite, l'énigme était intéressante, le problème c'est qu'ils auraient dû supprimer au cours de cette conversation les traits auxquels étaient sensibles les personnages. Parce que, voilà, c'est ce que je recherchais depuis le début, savoir en fonction des traits débloqués si l'un des traits correspondait à l'Emily que je connaissais. Et par contre, c'est ridicule. Pourquoi me faire découvrir Emma la sœur et la tuer juste après? Surtout que j'ai cru comprendre qu'en dans un autre pan scénaristique, la sœur, on pouvait la retrouver en tant que servante. J'avoue, je saisis pas tout là. Et vous vous rendez compte, je suis en train de me...
Good God! They're all here. They must have heard the gunshot.
Where is Lord Mortimer?
Can anyone hear anything through the door?
Ouais, non, on va essayer de les empêcher d'entrer. Par contre, j'avais cru entendre l'anglais.
Did you hear that? I was not dreaming, was I?
Certainly not, Duke Godoy.
What's going on?
Oula, il y a une téléporte.
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering. Gentlemen, go back to your rooms.
Ah, voilà l'anglais.
Go back to your rooms. I shall find out from Lord Mortimer what this is all about. Thank you.
Alors, où est-ce que j'ai mal agi comme ça pour que la sœur meure d'un seul coup? Il me semblait que la sœur, on pouvait la discuter avec elle, la faire survivre. D'ailleurs, elle a une fiche. Elle a une fiche, alors... Où est-ce que j'ai mal joué? Enfin, moi, je voulais que la plupart de mes personnages survivent. Où est-ce que j'ai pu mal jouer au point de la faire mourir instantanément dès que j'ai pu dès que j'ai pu interagir avec elle? C'est triste quand même. C'est triste.
My instructions are clear, sir. No one is to enter.
Finalement, je suis un peu perdu. Est-ce que c'était Emma ou est-ce que c'était Emily qui voulait la peau de... qui voulait la peau de... qui voulait la peau de ma mère? La question mérite d'être posée. On peut pas ressortir par là. Et puis les deux sœurs... les deux sœurs étaient extrêmement liées. Alors pourquoi d'un seul coup elles se sont détestées à ce point-là? Alors certes, Emma pouvait se sentir blasée de toujours servir de doublure à Emily, mais au point de vouloir tuer sa sœur quand même. J'avoue qu'il y a certains rebondissements que je ne saisis pas. Alors par contre, ce pourquoi je suis très content aussi, c'est d'avoir monté de monter petit à petit d'avoir monté tous les pouvoirs au niveau 1, ce qui me donne accès à beaucoup de possibilités. Durant diverses interactions, et surtout de petit à petit amener les pouvoirs au niveau 2, parce que ça réduit leur coût de 3 points et c'est pas négligeable. Ça fait que beaucoup des pouvoirs, en moins jusqu'à maintenant, sont gratuits. C'est une très bonne mécanique.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of water.
Maintenant, on va se faire sermonner par la maman parce qu'on a aidé Mortimer. Oh, il est bien ce chapitre, je le sens bien. J'ai l'impression que même en réussissant de manière relativement brillante les confrontations, etc., ou les énigmes, petit à petit je m'enfonce, le héros s'enfonce, tu peux rien y faire. C'est terrible. Et par contre, oui, c'est vrai, Washington, il s'est pas précipité devant la porte lorsqu'il a entendu un coup de feu. Et donc c'est Emma ou Emily finalement qui a amené ma mère jusque dans la chambre. Je suis en train de demander est-ce qu'il n'y aurait pas d'autres choses à faire avant de... Comment dire? Avant de rejoindre la mer. Bon, allez, on a déjà visité 2 fois le... Je suis sûr que si on visiterait une 3e fois le premier étage, on aurait droit à d'autres choses, comme par exemple Pérou qui s'est réveillé ou ce genre de choses.
Louis,
Allez, on va pas y
at
aller.
last, there you are.
Elle a plus de main, elle.
Mother, wait,
Come, we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No! That's enough. I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here. I'm begging you. Talk to me.
You must trust me, my son. You are not ready yet.
You're the one who should trust me. Tell me what's happening.
You would never believe me.
I came all the way here for you. Now I found you. I'm ready, Mother.
If only... Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and rational.
C'est bien comme
I know you are going to find this hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true. Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us.
I beg your pardon?
And that they can influence our thoughts.
Mother, listen to yourself. I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying. Demons? What next? An ancient monster with a head like an octopus? What do your demons look like? Have they got horns and a pointed tail?
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic spirits?
Yes, they are capable of going from one body to another as they see fit. And 2 of them are present on this island.
Right. So let me guess.
Bonaparte. Bah non, Mortimer est home, forcément.
Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if home does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it, given that we're on their territory.
Many years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again. When we recovered the Alizif, I was persuaded that von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Holm had sent Volner to get it for him.
Holm and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to disagree about many things, but I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those 2.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
Of course, but you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
Je vais à dire, enfin, là j'avoue que tout ce qui est occultisme, etc., un peu trop ésotérisme, ça me prend un peu le flou, mais bon... Faut que je réfléchisse en termes de mécanique, de jeu vidéo. C'est tellement absurde en fait, comme rebondissement, que c'est forcément vrai. Allez, on va aller dans son sens.
Well, those property deeds across the world, all signed by the same hand, and over several centuries.
I am proud of you, Louis.
I found your notes, written in lemon juice.
Where all eyes size you up. At one stage, I was so afraid of losing my mind that I noted everything down. Congratulations, Louis. Wait, please tell me you didn't open Pandora's box.
The urn? No, I didn't. Why?
Good. We'll deal with it later.
Merde, j'ai bien fait sans le savoir.
I went beyond the nightmare, Mother.
You understood the Masonic date.
1191.
Of course! It was during that siege that the demon took possession of Sir Mortimer. They spent a whole night in conversation until the early hours of the morning. Mortimer had passed the test. He had charmed the demon, and so it chose him to be its host for centuries to come. But tell me, did you find his secret study?
I did indeed.
Did you see his maps of the world?
He has contacts the world over.
Yes, I've been developing the Golden Order across the world for many years, and I've never seen anyone with such influence. It's simply inhuman.
Ah oui, donc là, si on a tout fait...
I must admit, I found it difficult to understand how and why Mortimer didn't have a place in history.
On the continent, Mortimer and Home are mere dandies who organize society balls.
Et ce sont des Anglais.
History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
Le colloque.
You mean the conference?
How can you explain that someone manages to bring together so many important figures without anyone knowing?
And without any security or personnel.
Ouais, j'ai entendu ça quelque part.
Louis, I am proud of you. You came all this way, you found me, you have surpassed me.
You taught me everything I know. Right. How did it all begin?
I saw him!
What do you mean you saw him?
I was 20 years old. I was young and carefree. I traveled the world in search of adventure. In the Persian Gulf, we came across an ancient grimoire that became unlocked. Composed of 7 parts, each one was a book in itself, set in a sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing. When all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
But the writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
And you found no one.
And I found someone, Louis. I found him, or rather he found me. He was young, charismatic, he was flamboyant.
Mortimer, je présume. Non, Mortimer. Von Burchett?
Wait a minute, who are you talking about? Von Borchert?
No, Mortimer, of course. He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages.
Juste étudier?
He was already old in those days, wasn't he? So you recognized him when you arrived on the island, right?
No, he wasn't in that body. But I know it was him. I swear it was him. The way he spoke, his posture, I feel his intonations, his mannerisms.
Wait a minute. You were talking about 60 years ago. I've lost the thread.
Yes, sorry. He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
Ayons confiance à maman jusqu'au bout.
And you refused, of course.
Why, naturally, Louis. You don't make deals with the devil. After that, I spent my whole life looking for him. 3 years later, in Berlin, I just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the Order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had crossed paths with him once. 1741, in Poland. 1749, in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis.
Sensible à quoi, maman? Bon, allez, essayons.
You agreed, and that was before you spoke to me about demons. Wait, the baby we delivered, you and me, that night in Venice, did he have anything to do with Lord Mortimer?
The child was his son.
We stole his son? Are you insane? I always thought we took him to save him.
That was the case. It was precisely to save him from his father.
Need I remind you the mother died during childbirth? What became of the child?
Later. For the moment, that is not the key issue here. Once we found the Al-Azif in Paris, I followed von Borchert's trail here. I didn't think it would lead me straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute, one last thing.
Alors j'espère qu'on peut tout poser comme question. Commençons par la questionner sur Emma.
I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
Ça. Allez, essayons. Elle est pas manipulable, c'est pas possible, c'est ma mère. Mais bon, allez, on va découvrir ses secrets.
Mother, I won't take a step further if you don't answer me.
You dare blackmail me?
I'm listening.
All right, I used her. So there you are. Happy now? We had the Al-Azif, and I didn't think we would be able to escape with it. In order to ensure that the book did not fall into their hands, or that one of them couldn't read in us where we had hidden it, I asked Emily to...
It's Emma.
Yes, or rather for me, it was Emily. So I asked Emma to hide it without anyone seeing. And then I disposed of her. I am sorry for her, but she was part of the Golden Order, Louis. She knew the rules when she joined.
Ouais, ça passe. Elisabeth... ben avec Elisabeth, c'est la même chose, je pense. Ah non, Elisabeth, c'est celle qui est morte.
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
Allez.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters. I met her parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and Vice President of the United States, you know.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her. It's not something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
Est-ce qu'on l'accuse automatiquement? Non. Qui l'a tué?
Do you know who killed her?
Absolutely not.
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters. I met her parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and Vice President of the United States, you know.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her. It's not something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
Alors apparemment il y a moyen de passer les dialogues en rapide, mais j'ai pas trouvé comment faire. Ah, c'est peut-être les gâchettes.
Mother, did you kill her?
Of course not. Don't be stupid. I had no interest in getting rid of her.
Donc ouais, donc il est très probable que ce qu'il a tué, c'était l'un de ces démons qui ont tenté de faire accuser Pérou.
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that, I shall show you.
Pardon?
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that, I shall show you.
Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire?
What did you negotiate about the Al-Azif with Volner?
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
What was going on with the cannons in Tuscany?
It was nothing.
Since when does the order finance wars?
The cannons for that Bonaparte fellow? Listen, once in the lion's den, I did whatever I could to appear legitimate. So yes, I pretended to be interested in Mortimer's project about a young military man who was seeking funding for a foundry in Tuscany. Between you and me, if buying China would have enabled me to escape, I would have signed without hesitation.
Il y a quelques sous-entendus de politique, de réel politique, de géopolitique moderne.
Samuel Ritter du Choix, you wanted to send me a letter about Godoy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel. But frankly, it doesn't really matter anymore now. Godoy is just a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
You know, I found your package under a wharf plank.
Thanks for not touching it.
On the evening of my arrival, Cardinal Piaggi came looking for you. He was determined to give you a letter.
More of his lists. Louis, I think I know what's in that letter, and I beseech you to believe that it is the least of our worries. We can sort that out later.
Bon bah allons-y.
Good. I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great actions for humanity have been decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He wants the United States to occupy all the North American territory. France should recover Louisiana and give it to the United States. In that case, the Americans would just have to push west to chase the Spanish from the continent once and for all.
And as Mortimer controls Washington, you may just as well say that it will put him at the head of a world superpower. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
C'est tourné un peu spécifique.
Are you going to tell me why we're here?
C'est tourné un peu brutalement. Putain, ça c'est de la révélation. Wow, tu t'assois sur le cul, oh putain. Oh là là, une énigme à la con encore, putain merde. Cette musique est bien. J'avoue, c'était amusant. J'aurais pu être témoin de la résolution de Napoléon Bonaparte. J'aurais pu apprendre quelque chose sur Al-Azif. Okay. Ah, si j'étais entré dans la chambre de Popo, peut-être qu'on aurait pu voir... le problème qu'il accaparait au début se résoudre. Pas dû gagner beaucoup, je pense, là. Voilà. Alors... Oh, on n'a plus grand chose à lire. Hein. Interrogatoire, linguistique, politique, linguistique. Donc 2 points linguistique. C'est où la linguistique? Mais je crois que je l'ai déjà, la linguistique. Ouais, la linguistique, je l'ai déjà. Manipulation, vigilance, science, subterfuge. On va mettre 3 points en subterfuge pour que ça soit gratuit. Est-ce que j'ai encore de la manipulation en réserve? Je sais pas si je vais en arriver au bout de ça. Politique, interrogatoire... Non, je n'ai pas. Bon, et ben, on va continuer à mettre en manipulation. Hein.
Reassure me, we aren't going to have to force that one, are we?
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Why, of course. And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect. So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study. We have to first gather 5 objects before we try anything.
Are the 5 objects the keys?
Exactly. We have the Clement III cross, the nails, the Gutenberg Bible, the exegesis of Judas, an armillary sphere, and all we need to match up the dates between the different calendars.
Bon, la Bible, on sait où elle est. Hein. Je m'en rappelle, une croix.
Why a cross?
Well, I haven't the foggiest idea, but it just so happens that's what you are going to use to activate the mechanism. I found the one Mortimer kept. It belonged to Cardinal Guibert, better known by the name of Pope Clement III.
Bien sûr.
Perfect. Where is it?
Unfortunately, I've lost it. When I lost my hand, I went dashing out, and it must have fallen from my pocket.
Remember, Mother. I'm certain you can remember.
Let me think.
You were running.
I was bleeding to death.
You remember the pain.
I thought I was going to faint. Yes, I remember. I don't think it can be far, can it?
Would you have lost it outside?
No, I don't think so. It must be in the area. I don't remember going up with it.
Perfect. I'll search the crypt before leaving. Some nails?
Don't ask me. I'm not the one who made the mechanism, you know. When I arrived, there were already a few of them inserted, so I didn't have to worry about those. On the other hand, I remember seeing some in Mortimer's secret study, behind his nightmare.
In a golden cup? Yes. Yes, I saw them too.
Perfect. It will be easy for you to find them then. You need 3 of them.
Very well.
You remember what to do about the rollers. 1191 to enter, and 6466 to exit.
Of course.
Ah oui, parce que on peut effectivement, c'est gentil, elle nous donne la résultat, la solution de l'énigme au cas où on l'aurait pas trouvé auparavant. Ça c'est gentil. Donc la croix c'est dans cette crypte, les clous c'est dans le bureau de Mortimer.
Exegesis. Anything else?
Did you manage to vanquish the Medusa?
To open the chimney? Yes, absolutely.
So you've already come across it. It's the Bible of Judas that is exposed in the secret room behind the chimney.
Why do they call it an exegesis?
Because that's what it is, and not an apocryphal Bible, strictly speaking. It's the study of a text with a summary, not an actual Bible. Anyway, well done for the Gorgon. You did well. You didn't get tricked by the light bouncing back.
Thanks.
Piégé par le rond de lumière.
Do you think I can take it safely?
We haven't got a choice, Louis. Without it, we won't be able to work out this cursed mechanism.
Ok, donc la croix dans la crypte, les clous dans le bureau de Mortimer, l'exégèse de Judas dans le bureau secret. Non,
One last thing before you go.
Non.
Be very careful. If you come across anyone, they can all potentially be spies of Mortimer or Holm. Don't ever confide in anyone because a demon can slip inside them at any moment.
Wait, not all of them though. Take Washington.
Especially Washington. He's been conditioned by Mortimer for years. Look at them, for crying out loud. How do you explain their behavior otherwise? The most influential politicians in the Western world gather together without the least protection, without a single aid to assist them, to participate in a conference during which the guests start dropping like flies. Me, Adams, Peru, Hillsborrow. Look at the number of calamities that have happened over the past few days. And not one of them has asked to leave the island? Do you find that normal? You'll see. Go up to the manor to look for the keys, and I wager not one of them will speak to you about my being in Emily's room.
Do you think so?
Go on, you'll see. And come back with all the objects in one go. Time is against us. And remember, the code to get out of the secret office is 6466.
Et merde. Alors la Bible, je sais où elle est, mais il y a un instrument dont j'ai oublié le... Ça, je sais où elle est.
This is the book in which you left your correspondence with Duchess Hillsborrow, isn't it?
That's right.
You still believe it's in the tower room, don't you?
I don't know. There is only one way to find out, though.
Right. I shall go and see. There's one in the portrait gallery.
Yes, but it's enormous. If you don't want to have to go back and forth several times, then I suggest you get a smaller one.
What did you do then?
I didn't think I'd need one. I started without one, and I lost my hand before I did need one. And you can see the result.
Pardon?
There's one in the portrait gallery.
Yes, but it's enormous. If you don't want to have to go back and forth several times, then I suggest you get a smaller one.
What did you do then?
I didn't think I'd need one. I started without one, and I lost my hand before I did need one. And you can see the result.
What do you mean by the concordance of dates exactly?
Don't worry about that. We already have them. They are written on the back of the message I just gave you.
Ok, là on a tout. Eh ben, écoutez, on va s'arrêter là. J'espère que vous aurez apprécié cet épisode. Et nous reprendrons la suite, c'est-à-dire le 3e chapitre de cette 3e section, la fois prochaine. Allez, bye bye à toutes. Bye bye à tous.